So now we're going to have Dan Tadros from the American P&I Club come on up and introduce Senator Mark Kelly.
Good morning from me also, ladies and gentlemen. Unfortunately, there's a few things going on in Washington the last couple of weeks, so Senator Kelly last minute was not able to come here in person. However, he has sent what I believe to be a fairly strong and succinct message to all of us. So Senator Kelly, even though he is from the great state of Arizona, has a major connection both to shipping and to New York. For those of you who do not know, he is a graduate of the Merchant Marine Academy at Kings Point. He graduated with a degree in marine engineering and nautical science. And in addition to that, he also is an astronaut. And I'm going to tell you a little bit about that a little later. As a Navy pilot, he made multiple deployments over the course of his career and retired from the Navy and with the rank of a captain. He then joined the space program with his twin brother, who, from what I understand, went to Fort Schuyler. So they both have connections to New York and the maritime industry. All in all, Senator Kelly spent more than 50 days in space. He traveled over 20 million miles, and he retired from NASA in 2011, commanding Space Shuttle Endeavour on its first and final flight. Senator Kelly, and this is the important part for all of us here, Senator Kelly, even though a Democrat, has a very good working relationship, and George is laughing because I say it that way, but this is why I say it this way. Because in today's day and age, it's not often where you get bipartisanship working together for one common goal. And Senator Kelly, as a Democrat, has led that and has brought together Republicans and Democrats together in what is known as the Ships for America Act. And he's very proud of that, and he's become very knowledgeable about shipping. And that's what he's going to address for all of you. Just so that you understand, this bill is aimed to revitalize the U.S. merchant marine, to transport vital goods and military cargo during times of conflict, which is the theme of this year's conference, reinforcing American supply chains worldwide. So, without further ado, please listen closely to Senator Kelly's message. Thank you.
Hey folks, it's U.S. Senator Mark Kelly, and I'm really sorry that I can't be there with all of you today at the 31st Annual Shipping Conference. Thank you for all of your hard work in this critical sector, which is a driving force behind our economy. The discussions and collaborations that happen here couldn't be more important as we work to bolster America's maritime leadership. As many of you know, revitalizing the American shipbuilding and shipping sector is a major priority of mine. My grandfather served in the Atlantic Ocean during World War II in the Merchant Marine aboard a Liberty ship. And before I became a senator or commanded the Space Shuttle or flew in the Navy, I was a midshipman at the United States Merchant Marine Academy, graduating in 1986 with my third mate's license and third assistant engineer's license. And look, a lot has changed since 1986. Since then, the Cold War ended. Our attention was drawn to the Middle East and Central Asia. And now, we're focused on another near-peer adversary with a significant maritime footprint. And that means the United States need to seriously and urgently reorient and rebuild our maritime industry. As many of you may know, I introduced legislation to do just that. The Ships for America Act will make strategic policy changes to help American shipbuilding and make U.S. flag shipping more competitive in international commerce. Now, the United States has always been a maritime nation. By adopting this strategy, America will once more be a player in ocean-going commerce, and our economy and our national security will be stronger. Our legislation does three things. First, it makes strategic investments and regulatory reforms to help U.S. flagged vessels be more competitive in international trade. It creates new incentives to build and repair more commercial vessels here in the United States. And it bolsters our maritime workforce as well. Rebuilding our domestic maritime industry will supercharge our economy and create great paying jobs, while also enhancing our military readiness and allowing us to more strategically compete with China. And look, China's increasing dominance in the maritime domain isn't just a risk for the United States, but it's also a risk for our allies and our partners, and frankly, the entire global economy that is dependent on ocean-going trade. And as we work to rebuild the U.S. maritime industry, we can't do it without close partnership and collaboration with our allies, who also have a history of maritime excellence. As we continue to push for the Ships for America Act, we hope you'll work with us closely and collaboratively to counter China's influence in this critical industry. If we're successful, this will be the most comprehensive reform to the American maritime industry in a generation. But the only way we'll be able to be successful is we all work together. My team and I are eager to continue to work with all of you to get our bipartisan legislation signed into law. Together, I know that we can rise to the challenges we face today. So I look forward to getting to work alongside all of you. Thank you for all that you do. Have a great conference.